What is up, YouTube? It's Friday. I wish this Friday could have gone a little better, but what can you do? It actually didn't go that bad. There was a slight hiccup that I'll explain when I get to my Tradeify accounts, but ultimately just a little sad that there was like a Tradeovate error this morning. I wasn't able to copy trade, so what had happened was I had entered a trade on this one account thinking, okay, there's no problem, I'll just take two trades. For those of you guys who don't know, there was like a little like bug where like people couldn't log in to Tradeovate, and I guess as part of that, a lot of your settings in the accounts were off too, so you couldn't group trade because that is an add-on in the section, right? So took a sell here. I was so frustrated. I don't know what was going on, but I just couldn't hold it. And had I held it, this one I could have just hit full TP. Instead, I ended up shooting myself because this trade right here was a super quick flush, and the trade displays as 4 seconds, even though you can see right here it says 4 seconds. But if you look at the entry times, you can see sell time 0-1, and then buy time was 0-6. I don't know how TradeAway calculates their things, but yeah, unfortunate. I'll see if this account ever even gets to pay out. If not, then I have nothing to worry about, right? But yeah. Um, for the other account, I actually think it went a lot worse. Yeah, you can see right here. Initial short, I was so off thinking we were gonna continue, but we bounced back to the top of the orb. Took a long. Took a short that just, barely stopped me out, and then I took a long and that stopped me out, and then I was like, okay, I need to stop trolling. This is, um, I should have just been continuing the short up here, right? And, maybe I had to sit through this drawdown or whatever, but, um, the direction was correct. So I was just like, okay, so from here I was looking for shorts, took one here. These are all just scalps at this point. Took another one. Took another one. I literally got like 10 fucking trades in a row. Where I took this one and then came over, took another sell, got chopped, and I was thinking, oh man, I don't like this. So I stopped, I just waited, and thank goodness because we wicked up, what is this? 95, like 40 points, and then as we came back down, I was like, okay, that was a fucking long trap for sure. It was actually an Ekitai candle. And today my trades went so wrong because just off the fact that I think the morning just really threw me off and I wasn't really following my rules, and I went back to scalping with momentum. I got lucky in the sense that none of these trades hit sub 4 seconds, but I started off the day horribly, right? So as we were taking shorts down, I was like, okay, let's just go for our classic 10 points, and I don't know how this is considered 5 points, but I guess that's 5 points. And from there I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to mess around with this anymore. I was pretty defeated. That's why you can see like a lot of my trades don't really have any meaningful decisions behind it, and the only thing that really did make sense was waiting out this whole drop. And then right here you can see I had a weekly support level at 959, and as we broke that, that's when I should have just shorted down, which would have been super clean, in and out. Instead, I wanted to do this in hard mode. It's just, yeah. Once you guys see the first trade, you guys you'll understand why. But okay, well, since this is open, Bull and Ox, I'm up 600 on a day. I had a massive accident, so NFP came out. I think we were sitting like, surely we had to be like somewhere around here, and no, I think we were here. And I literally was full porting some evals to try to pass during NFP. Clearly that didn't work out. So I took a short like right here when this candle opened, assuming we were just gonna finish the flush. It came up 7 points. It's like 1,000 something in drawdown. I was literally like shaking. It was so bad. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna blow these accounts. But I didn't want to get out because it was like an accident, right? And if I got out, it would just been like a random $800 loss. So at this point, I was just like, you know what, whatever. Let the cards be whatever in our favors. And it flipped for like a brief second, and right when I saw that, I force exited and we got out. This has to be like 3 or 4 points. By the skin of my teeth is literally the trend for every single day or every single trade that I took on these accounts today, except for my take profit trader. But yeah, let me switch over to my Tradeify and explain the trades that I was looking for. Pause. All right, so here's my Tradeify. You can see one account got DL'd, and what happened, right? So I think no matter what happens, it probably would have been cooked either way. So I got in a short here. So basically, as market opened up, started edging up, and I was like, interesting. We were below a level, and when we wait, that's interesting. 35. Huh. That's very interesting. So right here, when we came up and we tapped our 4 hour oh, I might have been on the wrong chart. Yeah, that might have been why. So I think I was looking at the ES chart. Oh man, that sucks because look at this, right? On ES, I had a level right here, and we rejected it. We had an overlapping fair value gap here, and we rejected it, and we came down. And as I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, came down. I'm gonna take a short here, thinking we'll fill the rest of the range down. I think we want to hit the bottom, right? I had a level way down here at like 19,960. And then boom, as it came up, I was like, that's interesting. But now we're 50% into this Ekitai candle, right? So I was like, okay, we can DCA here, and then we can stop if it breaks above. My internet goes out. Like the second I pressed sell execute on this, my internet goes out, and I'm like, fuck, dude. This is a DLL, right? So this is I got taken out here because of my daily loss limit. And I was like, oh my god. I was trying so hard just to relog in. For those of you who don't know, there also was a Tradeify issue. I'm not Tradeify issue, a Tradeivate issue where people were having hard time or unable to log in. So I was literally here like, why can't I log back in? Why can't I log back in? Why can't I log back in? Restarted my computer, came back, and it was gone, right? And at that point, I was like, bruh. I think on the other account, so my SFX13, I got lucky. So by the time I was able to log back on, I was like, all right, I'm cooked. This account doesn't have a daily loss limit though, right? So I had pretty much the full 5,000 in drawdown. Took a sell here, barely. I was like, no, this is not it. I closed out of it. And then I started scalping like a madman up, scalp long, scalp long, scalp long, scalp long, scalp long, scalp long. At this point, I was like, okay, my account is down $1,000 on the day. If I don't do anything and just wait for my remaining 100K accounts to request the payout next Tuesday, they'll all be the same. They'll all reach payout at the same time. I was like, that's not a bad idea. And then I saw this dump happen, and I was like, okay, no, we're going for redemption. Again, I don't recommend doing this. Don't do as I do, but do as I say. After we broke through at this level, I was like, okay, now I can take short scalps. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get my literal base hit for the day. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm only shooting for about $300 a day on this account. Just because that's all I need. I just need to get this account back to 6,500 and I can request another payout, right? So I was like, that is unreal that the sequence of events happened, because I think if I could have managed where I wanted to, right? Once we had, closed here and wicked down, I would have just gotten out here, right? Especially after sitting through all this drawdown. Because I think it opened, it came up a little bit, came all the way down to here, and then I could have closed out, and then it came up, and that's what DLL'd my account, right? So I was like, dude, this is just so unlucky. But the fact that I was able to save this one account is fine. I'm actually not too sad about this just because I was so far away from the profit goal anyways that it doesn't really bother me too much. It bothers me a little bit. But yeah, those were the trades that I ended up taking on my Tradeify accounts. Let me log out and let me show you guys my TPT. Alright, so this one was actually a lot cleaner. This all happened pre-market after the news candle. So my pro account is one trade, and I could only take trades on this account 1 minute after the news, and I wasn't going to trade the news anyway, a little too volatile for my liking. But it was actually insane. So if I bring back my chart, right here, I have a daily support level right here, and you can see we wicked way past it, came back down, next candle closed below. I was like, boom, right there, rejecting off a level, grabbed a smack ton of liquidity. And one of the things that news candles likes to do after, especially if you make a 44 point wick, is you'll reject off of a key zone. Here we have a daily support level, and we will go all the way back down to fill that wick, which as you can see is exactly what we did prior to 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. right? We filled that whole candle back down. So right here, when we opened up top wick, I was already eyeing sells, and that's exactly what I did. And so when the candle reflipped, took my short, one contract, 18 points. Probably could have held it for the full candle and just trailed, but yeah, super clean. I could have just taken shorts after the news candle, right? And I would have been good on the day. But you know, we all know that's not how things work. And then of course I trade my evals a little dumb and dumber. I took a short thinking of the continuation, and then I took a short here. My idea was we'll just, you know, fill it real quick. But we decided to make a 36 point top wick, starting at this 5 minute candle, and then we came all the way back down and got me at my pretty much my full TP to get these accounts. This one's $25 away from passing. Probably do that sometime next week, and then this one's halfway there, so it's about all I can ask for, and I didn't want to trade these anymore after that. It could have been a beautiful day, but first, just that first trade is just so sad, right? I think that's probably the most upsetting trade that I've ever made. Partially because it was out of my control. So, what can you do? Thus is trading, right? Overall, I would consider this a win on the day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys had a good Friday. This market is literally not it for me, but you know, what can we do as traders except adapt, alright? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.